factories, too overcrowded to work properly, the London County Council says leave the capital and go out into the country. Hundreds of firms have increased their business so much, they're crying out for more space. Output is slowed down, deliveries fall behind. In the existing premises, nothing can be done about it. And domestic problems were troubling George Needham, as we shall soon see. Even the works manager was so crowded he almost got in his own way. No wonder he began to think about the LCC's advice. Under these conditions, there didn't seem any future for the firm, certainly no chance to expand. But back to George Needham, with an hour's journey across congested London. And when he reached home, what sort of a life was it? As best she could, his wife managed with a kitchenette and one room. No chance of anything better in London. What a place to try and bring up a family. Not fair to any of them, herself, George, or the two kiddies. It was great news when the firm decided to turn its back on London and clear out lock, stock and barrel. They were all going to one of the expanding towns which are joining in the LCC scheme. It was a big decision, and not all the staff were willing to up stakes and go to the country, but most of them were. Industry away from the big towns, in the country. That's going to be the trend in the next few years. George Needham and his mates have been out at Edenbridge for several weeks now. The new plant has all the room they could wish for, and George Needham has no domestic worries now. The output's gone up too. It's a joy working out here, and there's all the room the manager can want too. Plenty of time to decide how much the Christmas bonus will be. On well-planned housing estates, the ex-Londoners have made their new homes. For George and his family, that London one-room flat is only a bad memory. And though he's used to the idea now of having a whole house, he and his wife occasionally pinch themselves to make sure they're not dreaming. These expanding towns, like the new towns, are one of the best social improvements for a long time, especially for the youngsters. Good luck to the people who had the good sense to get out into the country.